KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. It is Monks and Merrill. Today it's Monks without Merrill. He'll be back on Monday. So I'm flying solo today, and I saw some reports of this RidePermit on NBC4. So we've talked before about all the visits to the ER that young people are experiencing because of the e-bikes and the crashes, not watching where they're going too fast, not wearing helmets, trying to be flashy for social media. And there's this patchwork of municipal laws across Southern California. Some places are starting to further regulate these things. LA, the biggest city in the region, just now asking for reports to come back within 90 days on what they should be doing about the e-bike situation. You don't know from one municipality to the next what's going on. So there's a father and an avid cyclist named Tony Bright, and he recently launched RidePermit. This is a free, standardized e-bike compliance registry, and it's also a safety platform. He says he designed it as a pilot program in South Orange County with eyes on expanding statewide. Here's what it does. It requires young riders and their parents to complete a safety module and then register their vehicle online. There are a lot of benefits to doing that. Let's get into it. Tony Bright is the founder and CEO of RidePermit and a tech developer behind this e-bike registry platform. Tony, thanks so much for taking the time. What made you decide you were the one who needed to take action and create a platform like this?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Here in Orange County, we see a lot of, I think we're at the epicenter of e-bikes in the nation. And just hearing from being in the community, the incidents, the accidents, the traumatic events that are happening to kids, witnessing kids riding without helmets and speeding through stop signs. And once, speaking with law enforcement in schools, I came up with the idea of how do we create a platform that could help manage and make parents and law enforcement aware of what's happening in our communities.
Okay, so this is a platform that you created. How? You got a background in tech?
I'm a technologist. I'm a career technologist. All my life I've been doing large-scale technology implementations all over the world. So solving problems is one of the things that I do. And using technology to solve problems is definitely something that I've been doing all my career.
Okay, so
it's perfect for this environment.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a safety module that parents and the young riders would complete, and then the vehicle, the e-bike, the e-scooter, whatever, would be registered online. And then they get this digital ID. What all goes into that?
So you have both. The digital ID is free, so therefore once you complete your training that's dictated by the district, right? We manage it all through our site. You get a digital permit, or you download you subscribe to a physical permit that sits on your bike that's visible. The beauty of the decal is that it's scannable. It's a smart scannable decal, so therefore if the bike got stolen, the parent can mark it as stolen, so if law enforcement scanned it, they can recover the bike. On campus or off campus, if the kid is riding recklessly, they can get an incident. Law enforcement or school resource officer can scan it and then notify the parent of what's happening. We truly believe with our platform of notifying the parent of if an e-bike is legal, number one. Number two, being aware that your student is having incidents of reckless riding. We hope that you can then take action and then preclude any, injuries that will occur with a non-skilled rider.
We're talking with Tony Bright. He's the founder and CEO of RidePermit. He's a dad in Orange County, and he created this e-bike registry platform. It's also a safety platform, and it does all the other things that he just mentioned as a response to all of the injuries and recklessness that are taking place, especially in Orange County, involving young people on e-powered vehicles like e-bikes or e-scooters and the like. What has been the reaction from young people? Do they like having these collars on?
It's mixed. We've surveyed lots of young kids. Those kids that are responsible are going to continue to be responsible. The kids that are popping wheelies and racing down the middle of Pacific Coast Highway, they're not going to like it. The reaction from parents, they like it to be aware. So they're just not aware of what's happening.
And what are, well, let me ask you as a parent first. You've got young kids or e-bike age kids. What has been your experience with your own kids and these types of vehicles?
Our kids, fortunately, are out of the e-bike stage just recently.
So they're driving real cars now.
They're driving real cars. Both are in the universities of California.
Nice.
But we have friends who have young kids who are on e-bikes, and it's very convenient. They're a great way of transportation to schools. But kids need to be trained how to ride on the roads. And more importantly, parents need to have a conversation with kids not to modify their bikes. A lot of these e-bikes can be modified just by tapping on the telephone, and they went from a Class 2 bike to a Class 3 bike, which is illegal for their age, right? So, educating parents and making them aware is kind of, where we're, focused on right now.
Why do you think Orange County seems to be the epicenter of e-bike wildness?
Yes, I think one is weather. Yeah. Our schools are very well positioned to our community, so it's an easy commute from school to your home. Affluency, for one, being able to afford a $2,000 to $3,000 e-bike is another. So I think it's a combination of great weather, all year riding. Kids are adventurous. They're gonna, not only go to school, but they're gonna ride with their friends to the park, to the mall, and other places that kids hang out. I think that's why you're seeing a large-scale e-bike community here in Orange County.
Tony Bright recently launched RidePermit. This is a platform for parents and kids to register their e-bikes, get a scannable decal. You got to take a safety course. You got to pass a quiz. And it could also help if your bike is stolen. Police could recover it because it is now registered on this platform. It's called RidePermit, and the founder and CEO of that app is Tony Bright, who's from South OC. Thanks so much for the time you gave us, Tony. We appreciate it. Good luck with this. I hope it works out.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Well, as different communities try to figure out how to regulate e-bikes, the city of Los Angeles among them, it's finally taken action to repeal a law that was targeting kids playing kickball, catch, baseball in the street. Let's play ball as Monks and Merrill continues after this update from Deborah Mark and the KFI 24-hour news.